There are moments in life that break you in ways no one else can see. Moments that happen behind closed doors, in the silence of your bedroom, in the middle of a crowd where you smile but your heart is quietly bleeding. Moments that left a mark so deep you still feel it when you wake up in the morning. When you lie down at night, when a song plays and suddenly the tears come without warning. You never asked for what happened to you. You never deserved it. And yet it came. And it changed you, and sometimes you wonder if God was even watching when it did. He was. Jesus saw what happened to you. Every single detail, every word that was said that you still hear echoing in your mind. Every moment you were overlooked, dismissed, betrayed, abandoned, or broken by someone who was supposed to protect you. He saw the person who walked away. He saw the door that closed. He saw the night you cried until there were no more tears left, and then somehow the tears came again anyway. He saw it all, and he never looked away, not even for a second. There is something you need to understand about the heart of Jesus. He is not a distant God sitting far away, untouched by your pain, unmoved by your suffering. The Bible tells us in John 11:35, the shortest verse in all of Scripture, just 2 words, Jesus wept. He wept. The Son of God, the one who spoke the universe into existence, stood at the tomb of his friend and he wept. Not because he didn't know what was coming. He knew he was about to raise Lazarus from the dead. He wept because he felt the grief of those around him. He wept because pain moved him. And if the pain of others moved him to tears then, it moves him still. Your pain moves Jesus. What happened to you matters to him deeply, personally, and completely. You are not a statistic. You are not a side note. You are not someone whose suffering gets overlooked in the grand scale of the universe. You are known. You are seen. You are loved with a love so fierce and so relentless that nothing, not what was done to you, not what was said about you, not what was taken from you, can ever separate you from it. But let me speak to something deeper, something that many people carry quietly without ever saying it out loud. Some of you are not just hurt. You are angry. You are angry at what happened to you, and somewhere beneath that anger, you are angry at God. You prayed and it still happened. You trusted and you still got hurt. You believed and the miracle didn't come the way you expected. And now there is a question burning inside you that you are almost afraid to ask. Where were you, God? Where were you when I needed you most? He can handle that question. Bring it to him. He is not offended by your honesty. He is not distant from your doubt. The Psalms are filled with men and women who cried out to God with raw, unfiltered anguish. David wrote in Psalm 22, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And God did not abandon David for asking. He met him there, in the middle of the cry, in the middle of the pain. He will meet you there too, because here is what Jesus wants you to know today. He did not just see what happened to you from a safe distance. He entered into it. He came to this earth, and he walked through suffering himself. He was betrayed by a friend. He was rejected by the people he loved. He was falsely accused, mocked, beaten, and abandoned. He knows what it feels like to be wounded by the very people who should have been on your side. He knows what it feels like to cry out and feel like no one is listening. He knows, and because he knows, he is the one person in all of eternity who can truly sit with you in what you have been through. You are not alone in this. You were never alone. There is a woman in the Bible whose story has always stayed with me. Her name is Hagar. She was a servant, someone with no power, no voice, no choice in what happened to her. She was used, mistreated, and then cast out into the wilderness with nothing but her son and a small amount of water. When the water ran out, she laid her son under a bush, walked a short distance away, and sat down. She could not bear to watch him die. She lifted her voice and she wept. And in that moment, in the wilderness, in the absolute bottom of her despair, the angel of God called to her and said, "What is the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid." And then God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water that she had not seen before. It was there the whole time. She just could not see it through her tears. That is what God does. He does not always remove the wilderness, but he opens your eyes to what was already there waiting for you. He meets you in the place where you have nothing left, where you have run out of strength and hope and reasons to keep going. And he speaks your name and says, "I see you. I am here." And suddenly what was hidden becomes visible, and what felt like the end reveals itself as a beginning. Maybe you are in your wilderness right now. Maybe what happened to you left you feeling cast out, used up, forgotten, like you wandered off the map of the life you were supposed to have. Maybe you have been sitting with your pain for so long that you have started to believe this is just where you live now, in the aftermath of what broke you. But I need you to hear this with everything inside you. The wilderness is not your destination. It is a passage, and Jesus is walking through it with you. He sees the weight you have been carrying. He sees how long you have been strong for everyone else, while quietly falling apart on the inside. He sees the prayers you stopped saying out loud because you did not know how to find the words anymore. He sees the version of yourself you grieve, the person you were before what happened, the innocence, the trust, the lightness that was taken from you. He sees it, and his heart breaks with yours, and he is doing something about it even right now, even in the waiting, even in the silence that has felt so loud. Romans 8:28 says that God works all things together for good for those who love him and are called according to his purpose. All things, not just the easy things, not just the beautiful things, all things, including the things that were done to you without your consent, including the losses that felt senseless, including the wounds that came from people who should have known better. God is a redeemer. He takes what the enemy meant for your destruction, and he turns it into something that becomes part of your testimony, part of your strength, part of the very thing he uses to reach someone else who is sitting exactly where you are sitting right now. Your pain is not wasted. Your story is not over. The chapter you are in right now is not the last one. Jesus sees you today, not the broken version you feel like, not the version defined by what happened to you, but the version he has always known, the one he died for, the one he is still interceding for right now at the right hand of the Father. He sees who you are becoming through this. He sees the resilience being built in you in the places where you were cracked open. He sees the compassion growing in your heart that could only have come from knowing real pain. He sees the depth being formed in you that will one day be the very thing that holds space for someone else who is breaking. You are going to make it through this, not because you are strong enough on your own, but because the one who saw what happened to you is also the one who holds your future in his hands, and he does not let go. He has never let go of you, not once, not ever, and he is not about to start now. Jesus saw what happened to you, and he never turned away. He was there in your darkest night, in your deepest pain, in every moment you felt invisible and forgotten. What was done to you did not disqualify you, it did not define you, and it did not defeat you, because the God who holds the universe holds you too. He is redeeming every broken piece of your story right now. So take a breath, release the weight, and trust the one who loved you enough to come for you. Your healing has already begun. Your miracle is already moving. You are not forgotten. You are chosen.